Hi, it's Lauren Bartley here, Director of Impactivate, Chief Rabbit at Social Rabbit, and the creator of FB Business Success, an online training course for businesses that are trying to achieve success using the power of Facebook. Today I'm going to do a review of a Facebook page for Rebecca, and her business is Origin Fitness. Now, I'm coming to your page here. Instantly, I can see that that's you there, Rebecca, and I'm assuming that's your husband, and you're in your gym setting. So there's no mistaking that I've come to the right page. Now I'm just taking a look here. I love the fact straight away that you've actually done some things to increase the functionality of Facebook, which is great. And I'm going to jump straight into seeing what you've done. So the first thing we've got here is get your free article. Now before I click on this, yes, I'm intrigued. I want a free article, but what's the free article about? You're not giving me enough information here. It's great that you've used that text down the bottom and customized it so that we've got, bolded here in big letters, free, so people realize that, you're not trying to get them to buy anything, but you're not really using this real estate here effectively enough. And I'm just going to show you, I've got a blog post that's within the notes within the FB Business Success program that shows you the image sizes for each of the different images that you have on Facebook. And here we'll see those particular tabs, 111 pixels by 74 pixels is the size that you want to create an image in order to go in and replace what you've got there at the moment. And the way you do that, you just click on this down arrow, and once you do that, a little pen icon will appear whenever you hover over any of these images, and then you can just go in and change that image. So I'd probably change that image to maybe be the topic of what this free article is that you're providing them with, or at least a really engaging image. So now I click in here to get my free article, and it says enter your details to receive your free article, Slump Busters. Okay, so now I've got a little bit more information. Slump Busters, I know what it's called, but what's it do? What's the benefit for me? Why? And then another thing I'd probably say is, okay, if I put my email address in and my name, great, you've captured me as a lead that you can potentially email market to me from this point forward, but you haven't got me on your Facebook page. I didn't have to click this like button before I went in and entered my details. So I'm not certain what you've set this up with. There's no little watermark to say what it is that you used, but if within whatever tool you've used you have the ability to like gate or fan gate, they sometimes call it, where someone has to like your page before they can get what it is that you're offering, then I'd include that feature here so that you can assist in building the number of people that like your page. Now the other app that we've got here is Invite Your Friends, and when I click on this one, it's kind of a bit confusing and a bit limited in what it does, like invite your friends, to where, to what's all this stuff, bit confusing, not sure of the value of this. Now previously, when I say previously, I'm talking about probably 3 months ago since the time of recording, and this is the 14th of August 2013 that I'm doing this. There was no way that someone could just come to your page and then say, hey, this is an awesome page, I want my friend to know about this. But that's now changed. And if I go down here, straight away I have the ability to invite any of my friends to like this page. So I can just click here and invite Nikki, who I know is well into the gym, to come and like your page. Alternatively, I could go in here and search for one of my friends, and there's Nikki again, and then click invite to invite them. So I think this is a little bit redundant now, so I'd probably just go in and remove that. And in order to remove it, again, click on the down arrow. You'll have the little edit function that's in there, and then you just click on uninstall app once from the drop down that will appear once you click on it. So let's have a look at what events you've got coming up. Okay, so we haven't created any events for a little while. You've got no upcoming events. So if you're not using this, then I'd probably look at a way that you can bury this beneath the fold, because what I mean by beneath the fold is any apps that appear underneath here, because most people don't know to click on this because there's more stuff. Now when I go in here, I've got the map and the number of people that like your page, and then I've also got a SurveyMonkey app. So let's have a look at that. So I'll click on the SurveyMonkey app. We're not running a survey, so please come back soon. So again, if you're not doing it, just uninstall it. You can reinstall it later. So what I'd probably do here is I'd I'd refresh a new image here, I'd get rid of this, and then you'd end up with, and we don't particularly want that one there, so you'd end up with two more options to swap in above the fold. And I'd probably put the map up there, seeing as though you're a location-based business. You want people to be able to find you easily. So if that goes up, and then, maybe it's your page likes that goes there, the 220, and then you bury that one beneath the fold because of the fact that you don't have any events coming up. Or better still, put your events in there and start using that function. That would be great for your business also. You've obviously set yourself up as a location business, and then you've set some tags up here. And so we've got personal trainer, physical fitness, and I'm pretty sure you must have set up gym and some others, because last time I came to your page they were different, but they only display a couple at a time. So when we click on here, we've got personal trainer, and it takes us to graph search, and it shows us all the personal trainers. Now you might think, oh, this isn't good because now they've just seen all my competition. However, by giving your page that tag, it allows you to come up in graph search. So this is great if someone's looking for a personal trainer. Now I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to look for personal trainers that are liked by my friends, and suddenly I see all those personal trainers that my friends like. So that's a really helpful thing for your business, is that people can be searching for personal trainers that their friends like, and your page is going to show up in those search results. Now let's just go back to your page. Okay, so let's hop behind the scenes now of your About section to see what you are about. Okay, now the first thing that jumps out at me here is that you've actually set it up so that people can see who your page admins are. So if I click on this, I'm suddenly taken to your personal profile, and here I'm assuming that's hubby and the kids, and that's you as a figure competitor on stage, it looks like, and oh look, here's a whole heap of information about you that you may or may not want your potential clients to see. So what I'm actually suggesting here is that you might want to turn this feature off, and I'll just jump into my page now so I can show you how to do that. Okay, I'm on the back end of my Facebook page now. If I click on edit page, then it's going to give me some options. The actual option I want isn't here, so just click on any of the top three and it will take you to the back end of your Facebook page. Click on more, and then it's going to take you down to featured audience. And here within the featured audience section, you can feature the pages that you like, and you can also feature the page owners. So if you've got two featured page owners, if you don't want them, then you can remove them from here. And similarly, if someone wants to set this up, they can go and add them here. Okay, now I'll just take you back to your page again. So now looking down at your About section, we love working with people to help them feel better about themselves and their bodies. We write personalised programs for all our clients. And then you've gone into a much more broader description of what you do. And I had a good read through this before, and I love it. I think you've done a really good job. You've told a story. So we know that you're a husband and wife team, and it's busy people that you're focusing on training. And you've told us who your people are. They're the mums, the business owners, busy people, all that. And then you've told us what you're not. And this is great because for anyone that has joined a gym before in the past, they're going to have strong opinions upon what they do and they don't like. And obviously you've taken the stance that you're not going to do the get slim quick kind of approach. Instead, you're going to give a really customized, tailored, personalized kind of program specific to the individuals that are walking through the door. So that's great. It's what you're not, and then it's what your customer is. So are you struggling to lose weight or just don't know where to start? And so you're identifying with people that have these pain points, and then you're explaining how you can overcome it. And then you're backing it up here by saying, that you've been practicing in the fitness field for over 12 years. And I love the fact that you said that you opened Origin Fitness after your son was born. People can understand and engage with this, and I'm imagining most of your clientele, as you've described, you've got a lot of working mums in there and that kind of stuff. They would quite like to know that, perhaps you're in a similar boat to what they are. And then you talk about how you've built up a wonderful community within Origin Fitness. And to be honest, this sounds awesome. Where do I sign up? Now let's take you back to the page. So in terms of finding you, yes, you are easy to find you if I want to sign up. We've got straight away here your address, we've got your phone numbers, and you had your website in that back end that I showed you just before, and you've got the map. So there's no mistaking that we can find you. Now, just taking a look at this image here, which is your profile image, which obviously follows you around Facebook, you've probably come across that issue that so many people do when their image is landscape, or even if your image is portrait, so effectively it's not square, it's going to get, part of it's going to get chopped off, and that's what's happened here. So what I encourage you to do is to go and place that image within a actual square image somewhere. And if I just go back to those latest image sizes here and scroll back down again, when we look down here at our profile image, it's 160 by 160 pixels that it needs to be, which is scalable down to 90 by 90 for the thumbnail, but it still needs to be recognizable when it's down to 32 by 32 pixels. Now, one thing in regards to this image, if when you do put it within a square, it just ends up being too small and unreadable, then maybe look at the possibility of developing a square logo for use on social media, because most platforms these days do have a profile image that is square, or Google Plus now has a circle one, so you could make sure that it was suitable for both if you're going to be on that platform. But if it does just end up being too small, the words to be read and tested out on a mobile device, look and see what it looks like, then you might want to even consider something that includes the two of you, perhaps with, you know, like your shirts on that have got the logo, or your head, and then maybe Origin Fitness down the bottom in words or something like that, so that when people see this following them around Facebook, it's instantly recognizable as you guys. And you know, I'm assuming here that it's just a husband-wife team and there's no additional staff, so that might be a really good strategy. However, if you've got a really big team and lots of other people, and you're not necessarily the one that they're all going to relate to, then that strategy might not work for you also, but it's just an idea. Okay, now let's take a look down here. I love this. 4 hours ago you posted. Great. And when I keep looking down, you know, 12th of August, which was only 2 days ago, 11th of August, 9th of August, 9th of August, and 7th of August, 8th of August. Yep, okay. So we've got some regular posting, which is great. You know, that's a big thing that I love. So let's go through and have a look at what you're actually posting. Okay, so we're asking some questions here, and we're providing some advice. I'd probably say you're doing a little bit too much in this one post, to be honest, because you've said, are you a picky eater and find it hard to eat a range of vegetables? Then you've given some advice, and then you've said what you like best, and then at the end you've said, you know, what's your favourite? So you've actually asked 2 questions in the one post. You've had some replies in, you've had some things in here. Oh, great. So you've continued on the conversation. So your engagement's good when some people are speaking to you, you're coming back. But I'd probably simplify this and maybe even break it up into additional posts. You're also using hashtags, which is a fantastic way to increase the reach. And I like the way that you've put those hashtags at the bottom of your posts. So you're not kind of messing it up. And whilst we're still relatively new to hashtags in the world of Facebook, it's probably a good idea not to overload your post with it, because you're going to, quite frankly, you know, piss people off and who, you know, aren't familiar with the hashtag technology. So placing them at the bottom is a really good strategy. And you've just put 2 in there that are relevant to this post. The personal training Penrith one, I'd be interested to see if that is one that you use regularly. Group fitness Penrith. And then we've got personal training Penrith. Okay, so it looks like you've developed some hashtags around your brand, I'm going to assume. And let's just click into these to have a little bit of a look at what this is. Okay, you're the only one posting to these hashtags at this point of time. So if you're doing that to increase reach, chances are you're not going to be increasing a lot of reach with this, but you might be with Eat Your Greens. And I'd be asking, what are you doing to promote these so that people are actually following them? Otherwise, they become a little bit meaningless. But you might be using them on other social media platforms as well. And now let's take a look at Eat Your Greens. Now, Eat Your Greens is, something that is obviously being used by more people. So that's a great way to get your content in front of more people by using things that, you know, highly trafficked and a lot of conversations being grouped around that particular topic. I like the fact that you've branded all of your images. Well, not all of yours, but it looks like most of them. So we've got some here We haven't done it there, and we haven't done it there, but you've put some text on it just to make it a little bit more engaging. That's really good, because if this is shared or if someone's lifted this from your particular Facebook page, well, then your people are going to be able to find their way back to your business anyway. So that's a really good strategy that you're putting in there. Okay, and this one here is more of your sales message. So this is where you're saying that your classes and people to book in. So I'm just going to click on that and have a look and see where you're taking me. Apologies, the little bit's been chopped off the screen. So we've gone straight to the booking form here. So that's a great way to be, one, you develop your audience, and then two, you're trying to convert them into actually becoming customers, and you're taking them straight there to their booking page. So it's good that you're doing that, and it doesn't appear that you're doing it too frequently in terms of being all sales, sales, sales. You seem to be creating a lot of value here by the information that you're providing. We've got the booking here as well, but you're just announcing here that it's a new system that's coming in, which is great. So you're definitely mixing it up in terms of the type of content. I've seen some videos, I've seen some links, and I've seen some images, and you're also, this is great, protecting the privacy of the people that you're communicating with, so that people, and I know this is an issue within a lot of gyms, if you're taking photos of people when they're exercising or sharing their stories and that kind of thing, you want to get their permission in order to do so. And also you want to make sure that you're not, you've got a little bit of that client-patient confidentiality going on, where people don't think, oh God, I can't send her a text message because she's going to stick it up on Facebook. At least here, there's no evidence of who it is that sent it to you, which is great. Now, something else on your page that you may or may not have noticed is that you've actually got the recommendations section available to you on your page, and that's not available for all page types. But what I do, because it is available to you, is I'd actually ask some of your people to fill in a recommendation. And you can do this when you're face to face with them at the gym. Say, when someone's raving about how fantastic you are, then it's quite easy just to slip into that conversation. Oh, look, you know what? I'd really appreciate you helping me spread the word on that. Is there any chance you could go to our Facebook page and just scroll down a little in the right-hand column, and you'll see the recommendations tab. So if I go to the top of the page now, so if I scroll down from the top here, it's just here on the right hand side. So you can tell them that it's just down on the right hand side on a Facebook desktop. Now, just having a look here, you've got 583 people that have checked into your place, but only 220 likes. Now, yes, some of those people may have checked in multiple times, but what that's telling me is that there's a bit of a mismatch here in terms of, we want to try and get more people to like your page. You've got a relatively good engagement there of those people that do like your page. So look at things that you can be doing to encourage them to do so. So look at the build audience feature on Facebook, and also look at your offline activities in at the gym. So when people walk in the door, do you have a sign up that says like us on Facebook with the direct URL to your Facebook page? And I noticed that you've set yours as facebook.com/Origin Fitness, which is fantastic. It suits your branding, and it's something that people are easily going to find when they go looking for you on Facebook anyway. But if you can promote the actual URL so that people can find you very easily on Facebook, because when I did originally put Origin Fitness in, there are some other Origin Fitnesses around the world, so you want to make it obvious to people when they're looking for you who you are. And there's no mistaking, when they find this, they see your nice smiley faces, they're going to know that they're in the right place. So I hope that's been of value to you, Rebecca. I'd love to see you go in and just tidy up some of these things that you've got on your page that perhaps aren't working as optimally as they could be, because you don't want to give that broken windows look to people when they come visit your page. You want to look professional with everything in working order so that it reflects well on you as a business. I'd love it once you've made these changes if you can share your page again within the private Facebook group within the FB Business Success Online Training Program, so we can see what the result is as a result of you making these suggested changes. And if you're watching this video and you're not part of the FB Business Success online training course and you want to see what it's all about, then I encourage you to go to Impactivate, which is IMPACTIV, then the number 8.com.au/FBBS, and you'll get more information on what FB Business Success is and how it can assist you to unleash the power of Facebook to assist you in achieving your overall business goals.